Buying access to a trade line, also known as piggybacking, involves being added as an authorized user to someone else's credit account to benefit from their positive payment history and credit utilization. This practice can potentially help improve your credit score by adding positive information to your credit report. However, there are considerations and risks associated with this strategy, so here's a detailed explanation. Here's how buying access to a trade line can help your credit score. 1. Adds positive payment history. When you're added as an authorized user to a trade line with a long history of on-time payments, it can boost your credit score by adding positive payment history to your credit report. Credit scoring models consider factors such as the age of credit accounts and payment history, so having access to a trade line with a positive payment history can improve your credit worthiness. 2. It lowers credit utilization ratio. Being added to a trade line with a low credit utilization ratio can also benefit your credit score. Credit utilization ratio is the amount of credit that you're using compared to your total available credit. If the primary account holder maintains a low balance relative to their credit limit, it can positively impact your credit utilization ratio when you're added on as an authorized user. Here's how to buy access to a trade line. 1. Find a reputable trade line provider. Look for reputable companies or individuals that offer access to trade lines for purchase. Research their track record, customer reviews, and any guarantees that they provide regarding the effectiveness of their trade line services. 2. Choose a suitable trade line. Select a trade line that aligns with your credit goals and needs. Consider factors such as the age of the account, the credit limit, the payment history, and the credit utilization ratio of the trade line you're considering purchasing. 3. Provide necessary information. Once you've chosen a trade line, provide the necessary information to the trade line provider, including your name, address, date of birth, and social security number. This information is used to add you as an authorized user to the primary account holder's credit account. 4. Make payment. Pay the required fee to the trade line provider for access to the chosen trade line. Prices may vary depending on factors such as the age and credit limit of the trade line. 5. Wait for reporting. After being added as an authorized user, wait for the trade line to be reported to the credit bureaus. This process typically takes a few weeks to reflect on your credit report. Now, here are some of the considerations and risks. 1. Legality and ethics. While buying access to a trade line is not illegal, some credit scoring models may discount the impact of an authorized user accounts on credit scores. Additionally, there may be some ethical considerations regarding the practice of piggybacking on someone else's credit history for personal gain. 2. Potential impact on credit. The effectiveness of buying access to a trade line may vary depending on the credit scoring model used by the lenders. Some scoring models may give less weight to authorized user accounts, limiting the impact to your credit score. 3. Dependence on primary account holder. Your credit score may be affected if the primary account holder fails to make timely payments or maintains high credit card balances. In such cases, any negative activity on the trade line could potentially harm your credit score. 4. Cost. Purchasing access to a trade line can be costly, especially for trade lines with long credit histories or high credit limits. Consider whether the potential benefits outweigh the cost of buying access to a trade line. 5. Credit repair scams. Be cautious of credit repair companies or individuals that promise guaranteed credit score improvements through trade line purchases. Exercise due diligence and research the credibility of trade line providers before making any payments. In the end, buying access to a trade line can potentially help improve your credit score by adding positive payment history and lowering your credit utilization ratio. However, there are considerations and risks associated with this strategy, including legality, potential impact on credit, dependence on the primary account holder, cost, and the risk of credit repair scams. Before pursuing this option, carefully weigh the potential benefits and risks and consider consulting with a financial advisor or credit counselor for personal guidance.